Welcome to NV Online Classroom. Today we will learn Network plus Basic Chapter 10 Network Cable. Here we learn coaxial, fiber optics, UTP and STP cables. Now learn network cabling. Basically in networks we are use list of type of cables like coaxial cable, fiber optics cable, hybrid fiber coaxial cable and copper cables. Today in this chapter we learn details of this type of networking cable. First of all we start UTP, that means the unshielded twisted pair cables. UTP cable is a popular type of this cable and used in the computer networking, and that consists of two shielded wire twisted around each other. Unshielded twisted pair cable is mostly certain by far the most popular cable around the world. UTP cable is used not only for networking but also for the traditional telephones like CAT1 cables, UTP CAT1. There are 6 types of UTP characteristics, and depending on what you want to achieve, you would need that appropriate type of cable. UTP CAT5 is the most popular UTP cable, and it's come to replace the good old coaxial cables, and which was not able to keep up with the constant growing need for the faster and more reliable networks. You see the twisted pair cable on the screen. Now let's see the characteristics of the UTP cable. The characteristics of the UTP are very good and make it easy to work with, install, expand and troubleshoot, and we are going to look at the different wiring scheme available for the UTP. How to create strength through the UTP cables, routes for the safe operation. It relies on the cancellations to reduce the EMI, precise the specification for the number of twisted pair brand. Its resistance is 100 ohm. And we can see the figure on the UTP on the screen. Its speed and throughout is 10 to 100 Mbps. It is less expensive, and its media and connector size is very small, and its maximum cable length is 100 meters. List of characteristics just see on the screen. Here RJ45 is the connector, and its connect is installed on cable end side. Here you can see the 4 pair twisted pair cables. Now learn the advantage of the UTP. UTP cables is easy to install. It's less expensive of all media. And its media and connector size is very small. And it's used a small diameter of cables. Next, we learn disadvantage of UTP. UTP has a 2 type of disadvantage. First is it's more prone to EMI RFI than any other cable. These are the first disadvantage of the UTP unshielded twisted pair. The second disadvantage is it supports the shortest allowable length of any other cable. It supports only 100 meter long. These are the second disadvantage. Next we understand the STP, that means the shielded twisted pair. It's the second cable. Shielded twisted pair is a special kind of copper telephone wiring used in some business installation. An outer covering or shielded is added to the ordinary twisted pair telephone wire. The shield function as a ground. Shielded twisted pair, that means STP, is the type of copper wiring and used in the Ethernet networks, especially fast data rate Ethernet. And in the shielded twisted pair, each of the two copper wires that are twisted together are coated with the insulating coating that the function as a ground for the wire. The extra covering in shielded twisted pair wiring protect the transmission line from the electromagnetic interface leaking into or out of the cable. Foil shielded provides greater protection against the EMI and RFI. It increases the cost of cable. You can see the STP cable on screen. Its speed and throughput is the 10 to 100 Mbps. It is moderately expensive and its media and connector size is medium to large and its maximum cable length is 100 meter. You can see on the screen there are 4 pair twisted pair cable. Total 8 cables and 4 pair. It's are in different color port. And all the cable covering in foil shielded cover. And foil shielded cover are covering with outer jacket. You also see the STP connector connected with one end on a cable. Here increase the cost of the cable. This is the disadvantage of the shielded twisted pair cable. You can see the cable pair on the screen. Cable is easy to install and configure. After this topic, we learn and understand 10 base T cabling. And this cable is high performance cable than the STP cable and UTP cable. Here on the screen you can see the foil shielded provide the greater protection. This is the advantage. And its speed and throughput is the 10 to 100 Mbps. Its cable is more expensive and it's used in medium networks. Okay, first of all we learn some CAT5 is the 10 base T standard cable. The cable figure C on the screen. The twisted of the wire limit signal degradation throughout cancellation. On the screen you can see the CAT5 cables and its work in layer 1, that means physical layer.